Happy Sunday, folks. Happy Sunday. Isabella Butters, Beatrice Selby, and all the other beautiful folks who are joining us today. Welcome to our international podcast, Below the Belt. Happy Sunday. Drop a comment so we can see those of you who are joining us. We can give you guys a shout out as well. Great to see you, folks. We hope you're fired up, guys, and you're ready to go. We hope that your Sunday is off to a great start and you're being gentle with yourself over this weekend, guys. We hope you're taking it easy on a Sunday. Good to have you folks here with us. Good to have each and every one of you. Dora David, good to see you. Good to see you, Dora. Hope you are great. Hope you're great at your end. Thanks for the ting, Dora. Thanks for the ting. Good to see you. Ravi Kemraj is here. Clear Alexis Charmley Richmond is here. Jamaica Webster is here. Melinda McKenzie is here. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Avril and Deshaun Alexander. Colleen Skeet Price is here. Good to see you. Margaret Nelson and Siobhan McDonald. Good to see you. Jadish Dash. Good to see you. Terrence Beaton and Jamaica Webster. You know, we always say, guys, you don't have to agree with us to come around. We got a guest gonna show up today, guys, and we're talking about how PPP activists harassing people. Sally Zal speaks out about our harrowing story, and that's what we're gonna be focusing on today. Amid the other news tidbits that we're gonna share with you guys. We hope you guys are well. Hope you guys had a great afternoon yesterday after the podcast. Those of you who joined us, I hope that if you had a great afternoon yesterday, will continue today. And I hope you guys don't take any stress, that nothing gets you down. It's pace and power, boots on the ground. We ain't backing down. That's what we tell y'all. We out here. We out here, folks. We there. Deshaun Alexander. We out here. Well, Deshaun said blackout. At his end, blackout. Mm-hmm. Think them boys easy. Them boys ain't easy. Blackout on a Sunday. Thank you. You know the good book says, men are rather darkness than light. The good book. That's what the good book say. I can't tell you anything otherwise. Men rather darkness than light. That's them boys. And saying, so good to see you. And thanks to the thing. And thanks to the thing. If y'all want to think, y'all send things now so I can thank you. Thanks to the thing. Pimp. Samoa Williams, good to see you. Andrew Cuthbert, good to see you. Carl Fordyce, Abiola Washington, good to see you. Samoa Williams, good to see you. Pace and power. Guys, you're going to want to share the story. We don't tell y'all don't know. PPP, wicked, stink, and dirty. And Sally Zal's story just confirms that for us. Wicked, stink, and dirty. We're talking how PPP activists harassing people. Why are they coming by your house? And say about how them is G come. That's what I want to know. No, G come not doing house-to-house registration. Right? Just like how they impersonate people during the election. All kind of dead people they're voting for. That's the same way. They come impersonating GCOM. They come from GCOM. Why they coming wrong people funny? Why they coming wrong people house? People calling all over this country and asking us, GCOM coming by your house? That's the last thing I know, unless GCOM has changed some policy. They're not doing house-to-house registration. It's continuous registration. You got to go to that GCOM office that is in your area and get registered. And we know those persons who were registered in 2019, you have been kicked off the list. Right? Thanks to them freaky set of commissioners on the other side at GCOM, they kick you off the list. You got to go all over again. Right? You got to go all over again. Who knows? By 2020, you get to it, they might kick you off if you register this time. But you got to go. Nonetheless, you got to go. You got to go. Get registered. But you got to go. Why people come around your house watching in your pot, wondering where you cook? Folks, you got to understand, this is a very, very sensitive country politically. Come Liverpool, you want no trenchy, come around you house funny. You don't want no jumpy bird landing by you gate. And people ought to know that. People can't just show up by a place asking a whole set of questions. Who live here? What they got to do with you? You paying the rent, you pay the mortgage. How much people is live here? If GCOM is doing house to house, you gonna know. It's a sensitive country. People can't come around you funny. People come by your house flashing photograph and a whole set of nonsense. Folks, all right. So we're going to be talking about how PPP activists are harassing people. And I'm just giving you one instance. Impersonating people. I got a call from Grove just yesterday. The person's a charade. GCOM is coming house to house. I didn't know about that. I said, well, I know it up. It's news to me. To make a website, don't let it come by you funny. Paulette Hart Dean, don't let it come wrong you funny. Melinda McKenzie and Gwyneth Anderson. You know, soon as I see people pull up on me funny, I go to waste, you know. I go to back. One time. Don't think you can come for me funny. You got to be alert and vigilant in this country. I got them back one time. Right? Don't come wrong me funny. Please and thank you. It's a very, very sensitive country politically. Very sensitive. And you got to realize that and operate accordingly. It's a very, very sensitive country politically. Can't just rolling up on people anyhow. Come on, folks. Come on, folks. When people coming by people's house, asking a whole set of questions, of course, people are going to get suspicious. People are entitled to get suspicious. I'm going to ask back question, who's you? Who's your parents? I might tell you about your whole parentage as well. Don't come around people funny. And be serious about it. Don't come around with funny. Please and thank you. Or else you look for what you get. It's a very, very sensitive country. Right? Very sensitive country. Very, very sensitive. Soon as people drop on me, I got it back one time. I got it back. I'm ready. Let's fight. I got it back one time. I said, let's fight. I got it back. Don't come around with funny people. I got it back one time. Followed by me gate asking the host of the question. I got it back, I tell you. Some of y'all look suspicious. Now, I've been hearing this too often from people. And I hope that GCOM, as they're listening to us this morning, they will properly inform the public that don't expect nobody to come by your house. Don't expect nobody to come by your house. With a country of laws or not. Soon as you step past my gate, my bridge, you're trespassing. Trespass the property, I didn't invite you in. How you push me gate, you come knocking on my door. I'm a peace-loving person. Right. But my hand's quick, I can tell you that. And soon I see people come up on me funny. I go to the back, I tell you that. Don't come wrong with funny. Yannick Henry, tell them, my brother. Don't come wrong with funny. Kelvin Chisholm. April Jen, Andrew Cuthbert. Good to see all you folks on a Sunday morning. I promise you don't want to share the live stream today. You think you're going through something till you hear the other man's story. And Sally Zal has a harrowing story. Being harassed by PPP activists. Wicked, stink, and dirty. So we're going to be talking about that in just a couple of minutes. But I want to alert you guys. You know, they found two young men, Rishi Hansraj and Justin Teixeira, both dead in a vehicle in the Marriott parking lot yesterday morning. Yep. Believe it or not. And the initial report suggests that it was a murder-suicide. But of course, investigations are going on. And we're going to be following this to find out what happened to Rishi Hansraj and Justin Teixeira. And how did they meet their demise? To be found in the Marriott parking lot. We're going to be following this one. We're going to be following this one, guys. Again, they were both found in the front seat of a motor vehicle in the parking lot of the Guyana Marriott. And that is, there's a lot of conjecture that we don't want to get into. A lot of conjecture about how they might have met their demise. But we're going to hold as the investigations continue. We hope and hear that they are looking at the CCTV footage out of the Marriott to find out exactly what happened and perhaps even how long they might have been there in the front seat of that car in the Marriott parking lot. So we're going to be looking at that. Just skimming through the morning papers. And that's the first thing that shouts at us from the Starbucks News. It's the same thing on the cover for the Village Voice newspaper. Right? Sitting on the cover. And you know, just last week, Priya Manik-Chan, talking about the teachers' union and the teachers in Guyana, Manik-Chan said that she is open and, you know, will not turn a deaf ear to the teachers. But I'm looking at this headline on the Village Voice. The front page, it says, enough, rather, with the delayed tactics and empty promises. And this is being attributed to the president of the Guyana Teachers Union, the GTU. That statement is being attributed to him. Enough with the what? Delayed tactics and empty promises. Well, y'all know. Y'all know about them by promises. So I don't think that Mr. Light is off at all. Mr. Mark Light, I don't think he's off at all. And the Ministry of Education has to come to the table in good faith and stop with its politicking. Stop, as Mark Light says, enough with the delayed tactics and empty promises. Let's just get on with it. As the British would say, let's just get on with it. Can't be so hard. I see another headline here, folks. Gwyneth Anderson and Andrew Cuthbert, Donald Booker and Shondell Moses, Don Baines, Cherry Baskin, Greenwich. I see another headline here. It's 16 years on. Saturday saw, that is, his family still seeking answers for the massacre at his home. You remember this was a PPP minister who was assassinated. Them boys never even hold a COI. Their family has been calling for international help. Them boys ain't got time. Their own minister assassinated. Can you imagine that? Them boys in Katy, family 16 years later, family still looking for answers. 16 years later. That's why why y'all do. 16 years later. Family looking for answers. Oh, justice takes a long time here. Takes a long time. You know, the great civil rights leader, Martin Luther King, says that the moral arc of the universe is long. He says, but it bends towards justice. 16 years on, Saturday you saw former minister of agriculture and livestock in the PPP government assassinated on the day watch. The family still waiting for justice. Lord have mercy. John 3:16. Lord have mercy. Mercy. 16 years on, still waiting. Still waiting. And that's beyond justice, folks. I wish to turn your attention, Quella Jones, Deborah Clark, Dishon Alexander. I wish to turn your attention, Block Up Selector, Shondell Moses, to the fact that the U.S. State Department report is out on human rights issues in Guyana. And it highlighted, for instance, the Jagdeo Ali regime's unlawful killings and executions. And in particular, in highlighting that on the Section 1, as our affiliate website, Credible Sources, which can be found at crediblesourcesgy.com, as they're highlighting today in the report, the State Department report examined under Section 1, respect for the integrity of the person, arbitrary deprivation of life, and other unlawful or politically motivated killings. And under this section, folks, under this section, it talks about the killing of Peter Headley, and it talks also about the killing of Orrin Boston. All you think, Uncle Simon watching, this is the State Department report. And I want to quote a section from that report. Again, the story is on Credible Sources, the website. Again, can be found at crediblesourcesgy.com. Got some interesting stories there. And some interesting stories to come as well. Just want to alert you to that. You don't think it's easy? Father, have his mercies. As a friend would say, Father, have his mercies. The report says, in relation to Headley and Boston, there were several reports that the government or its agents committed arbitrary or unlawful killings. In May, police shot and killed robbery suspect Peter Headley while he was being transported by police in a civilian vehicle to a police station. Imagine, on this issue, let me finish the quote, then I'll stick that in. The report goes on to say, according to police, Headley reached under the seat of the vehicle and pulled out what appeared to be a firearm, right, leading an armed police officer to shoot Headley, who died a short time later. Right? That's what the State Department report said in that regard. But what is unique in the Peter Headley situation, because we've been covering it on our program, because you ain't gonna see it up on GPI or NCN or any of their radio stations. You ain't gonna see that. in times and so on. Headley was in the police put Headley in the passenger seat of a vehicle, in the passenger seat in front. A police driving and a police at the back. Right? Headley in the front seat, passenger side. Police driving, police at the back. And Headley was shot in his back while going to the station. Right? Mind you, the police said, as the report indicated just now, that Headley allegedly reached under the seat for a firearm and no gun was found. Oh, Father, have his mercies. Wicked, stink, and dirty. Wicked, stink, dirty. Them boys come back. And that is why another headline in the paper shouts, small must go. Who's small? That small man at the Linden Hospital complex. Rudy Small must go. And you all know this story all too well. 27 persons fired last week. They take shame out of the eye and rescinded those letters, but they were moving up to 100 persons to dismiss from the Linden Hospital complex. Good book talks about wickedness in high places. That's it. Wickedness in high places, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Wickedness in high places. Wickedness in high places. That's what I want to tell y'all. So you're going to find that piece on the State Department report, again, on credible sources, and you all share it. Share it around. It's on my Facebook page as well, at Sheridan Avery Duncan. We posted it there. And we're going to be posting some additional articles and some of the other findings of the State Department report on human rights in Guyana. Folks, today we're going to be focusing on PPP activists harassing citizens. Them boys come back. Oh, they feel there are no checks and balances. We can do as we want. Since you watch them a little strong, they're coming for you. Some of them think you call them trench crab and jagabats. They want to carry you to court. Such a wanton abuses. Wanton abuses that are happening. Right? That are happening. But God don't sleep. It's Sunday, Secretary. God don't sleep, folks. Who can share the live stream for us? Who can smash the emoji button so we get valid and credible information? Y'all think it's easy out here? Well, it ain't easy. I want you to know that. It is not easy at all. Right? It is not easy at all. Good. Look where this country coming to. Another headline, looking at Kaitro News. 1 of 8 arrested for robbing vendor twice in one day. Crime and soaring. It run away. It run away and soaring all in one. 1 of 8 arrested for robbing vendor twice in one day. Another headline, bandits captured after brazen robbery at Cane Grove. Lord, oh Lord. It seems these are the only things that the police go after, you know. When you have robbery and stuff, money involved, them. Let's fire up them boys. Let's fire up them boys. Right? Let's fire up them boys. Guyana National Bureau of Standards. Now the headline reads, guys. Guyana National Bureau of Standards. Warning to Eureka Lab over inconsistent lab tests. GNBS issues, Guyana National Bureau of Standards. GNBS issues warning to Eureka Lab over inconsistent lab test. That's the front page. Cultural news today, guys. A lot of things to digest, a lot of things to talk about. But I'm so happy that you folks are here with us today. Could ask for a better audience. Could not ask for a better audience at all. Chisel Chipper, Wilma Grant, Shondell Moses, Wilton, good to see you. Maxine Monroe, good to see you. Wilton Abrams, Wilton Blue as well. Folks I have with me today, I'm pleased to have with me Savitri. I'm sorry, mixing up names now. I'm free. I'm Sally. Gone with all kinds of names. Sally Zal, folks. Sally Zal, who is live with us. And as I told you earlier on in our program, we're going to be talking to about how PPP activists are harassing citizens. Sally Zal. And Sally Zal is one such person. Easygoing, ordinary citizen, doing things law-abiding citizens do, and now is being harassed. Guys, you all think it's easy out here? You all think it's easy? I want you all to listen to Sally's story. And we did so many podcasts where we're asking folks, where do you find justice in this country? Right? Where do you find justice? Who do you turn to when you agree, when you're wrong? Sally, welcome to our program. A very good afternoon.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, sorry, to all your viewers. My name is Sally Zal, or my writing name that is used on the fake account, Savitri Zamaluddin.
Yep.
I would like to give you insight on the I-Pass that was taken to me by the Guyana Police Force on the 31st of March, 2022. It has one associated himself with the PPP that is claiming he's the activist. Well, his whole page is about the PPP.
Mm-hmm. He's an activist.
All part of it. He's an activist. He took a picture recently on Easter Day with the president himself.
Wow.
He's living abroad.
He lives overseas. He's taking a picture with the president.
Commissioner of police. Yes. And with the commissioner of police also. Hickens. Clifton Hickens. And he posted loud and proud on his page. Now, he comes and do charity work. I saw him give the police stuff, give him masks and sanitizing stuff when he was in Guyana. Now, this said individual created fake accounts. One such fake, actually two, Inzamam M. Khan and Luna Mackenzie. He's using those two fake accounts to target his victims over abroad and in Guyana here. So he sent me pictures in the Luna Mackenzie, which I presented to cybercrime. I've been running for the past 2 weeks to cybercrime at Blair.
Sally, tell us, Sally, before we get there, tell us what was the first engagement? How you all came to interact in the first instance before you all got into this story?
Okay. Well, he is a PPP activist, and he create fake accounts and curse all different parties. Especially he target the Black communities. That's what he does. He's a very good guy at creating these fake accounts.
Somebody says he's a fake account activist. That's what somebody says here on Facebook.
Yes.
He's a fake account activist.
Yes, he is. We came in contact when my office was closed and COVID hit Guyana during election time in 2020. I reached out in a PPP group, which he was part of, and he brought a hamper for me. With that hamper, he brought stuff within 2 days' time and took pictures with me and my daughter. Mind you, my daughter is mixed. She have Black and Indian in her. He went so far after he's sending me these pictures to curse these people, target these people overseas and their children, their underage kids and their families, to curse them, post them in different groups, PVC groups, and so on. I told him in 2021, I'm done. I'm not going to do any more of your dirty work. This is wrong.
All right, Sally, let's not rush past that. So he had asked you in the past, to do this kind of stuff, right?
For him, his bid. because of the hamper, Mr. Sherrod, I was so ashamed that I did proceed with his bid he was asking me to do.
Mm-hmm.
And afraid of my picture being on Facebook, on these same fake accounts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I came to grips with everything that was going on. I make peace with those people. I
Mm-hmm.
apologize to each and every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, one of them came into the country to bail me that night.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into that.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him I'm done doing his dirty works. I'm not going to do it anymore. He wants you to curse people from PNC. Let me make this clear. PNC parties, he wants you to curse these people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I said, I'm done. I'm not more. And he started
Basically,
targeting me.
Sally, you want to live a quiet, decent life like any citizen
Yes,
is
yes,
entitled to.
yes. I made peace, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to him because I said my circumstances way back in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But I had peace with everyone. I can't go on because tomorrow's not promised for anyone.
Correct.
So I made peace with everyone. I delete all the stuff on my page, my two page I created for him. I was working for him.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I made peace and I came off. A day he called me and I refused to answer him. He said he had a hamper to drop for me. I said, I don't want anything from you, sir. I'm okay. I'm working right now. I
Mm-hmm.
don't need anything from you. He got vexed and he started targeting me and my Douglas daughter, calling my daughter Granger Little Mistake.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
racism.
Granger Little.
That's not like
Yeah,
racism to
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. Now, when I saw all of that,
All
I got
because you
really
want to
upset
do this
because
nastiness for him anymore.
right. I want to finish with it. I
Mm-hmm.
said, I'm not doing anymore. I'm not doing your bid anymore. I'm done with it. These are big women. These are people that have kids like me, and I'm done doing your dirty works. These are very high standard people. These are not people that you can curse somebody you don't know. And he got angry. He got upset. So he started targeting me. Anybody that goes against this set individual, he goes after them. He goes to their job. Well, he doesn't know where I'm working because on his fake account, he's a former employee. I've been working with that company for over 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
Mm-hmm.
your former employee and how nasty things about my character, my child father who is Negro. He go on
Mm-hmm.
his page, take his pictures, and he make degrading posts about him. Right? Now, I'm his child mother. I would rep for him because that's my child father. I
Yeah.
have a daughter with him.
Yeah.
Whether he's Negro, he's Indian, or whatever, that's my daughter. I love my child.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he would go and make posts, take my child father ex pass and put it up and, degrade him in all kind of manner. And recently he was in Guyana. He said he complained to social welfare, child welfare, how I'm beating my child. He put these things up blatantly on his fake accounts. And only
Wow.
this individual know because he came to my address to drop hamper. He knew who he was talking, and I knew who he was. What is the Guyanese police force doing about this guy?
Wow.
Is he untouchable?
Wow. Wow.
Good. So he came into my yard. I'm renting in 3rd Street, Albertown. Came into my yard. I'm renting. Remember, this is now what I owned. This is
Mm-hmm.
what I'm renting.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter normally plays in the yard. He goes in Barbies with gun in his waist. I have to be careful. My daughter plays in the yard. I cannot restrict my child for rent. I am paying that he knows nothing about and can feel right to come and terrorize people.
Mm-hmm.
Is this what the
Mm-hmm.
government is allowing?
So on your premises where you have a right to, the law talks about
Good.
exclusive possession. You are there, and what
Yes.
happens? He comes into your yard and does what, Sally?
Take out picture of the place I'm renting into my yard. You have to walk in yard to come till down at the back to get those snaps, which I will send to you, Mr. Duncan,
Mm-hmm.
and put it up on his fake account and laughing.
Wow.
That he's some big John, he's some big bad John, that he can go to anybody premises and take out their picture and post it up on fake account,
In your
and
yard,
it's
at your
okay.
house.
Yeah, in my yard, in my front step,
Jesus. Mm-hmm.
and laughing. Now, when he did that, I saw it on the fake account. Remember, I know who this individual is
Mm-hmm.
because I had dealings with him and he knew where I was living. It's not a stranger. I don't know Inzamam. I don't know Luna. I know him. And he was in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Alberton and I made a report to him because that's my child. I have to protect her and her
Mm-hmm.
mother. When I went there, the woman took a report and I show her on the fake account, which he removed, but I have snap of it,
Mm-hmm.
that I took the cybercrime. That he took the pictures and she was running. She said, "Oh my God, this is wrong." The officer that time at Alberton Station.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she said, "Please go visit cybercrime. This is your department at Bridam." I said, "Okay, I will do so." I was waiting for my salary to get on Friday to do the running around what I have to do because I know she will send me to other places.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I will go on Friday. I don't think the officer heard me, but before that, he came into the country. I think he was in the country. He came with his police, let's say his police friend from Diamond,
Mm-hmm.
came with his
Sally,
car.
hold up a second. We got a lot of people, Sally, listening to you, and they said they know this fella. I seen one certain name calling all the time. People know they say
Yes,
the PPP demon. That's what they're saying.
yep,
But I think, guys, you
yep,
ought to share the live stream. Let other folks get valid and credible information. Valid and
yes,
credible. Share the live stream, guys, and smash that emoji button for us. Hundreds of folks are listening to us. Share the live,
yes.
smash the emoji button. Sally, he brought a friend by your
His,
house. Take us
yeah, a
from there.
police friend from cybercrime department at Brickdam.
Mm-hmm.
His girl in his car, not the police. My area, my police station wasn't informed of what
Mm-hmm.
was going on. They didn't make any connection with my sergeant at Alberton, Sergeant
Mm-hmm.
Beckles at Alberton. Came with his police friend in his car to come to terrorize me. And her demeanor was worse than a pig, Mr. Sheriff. I'm so
Was
ashamed.
she in police clothes?
No, she was in plain clothes.
Did she present a badge, an ID?
She flipped a badge and she said she's from this person name and from Diamond
Mm-hmm.
Cybercrime, and no warrant was presented to come into my house.
She come
No
in your
search
house?
order. Yes, she pushed open my door. I was standing and bailing whilst, mind you, whilst the said individual was taping the whole incident because you can see from the road where I'm living into the yard.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
whole incident. She pushed open my door in front of my 5-year-old daughter, barged herself into my home, pushed me in my hallway. I have to go all over with you. No, remember, people, no order was presented to me, no search order, no warrant to come into my home.
What did she do next?
She pushed me into the bedroom. Go along, and change off. You gotta come with me. Okay, I did so. I said, "Ma'am, very calmly, before you do anything, let me present my side of the story. I don't want to hear anything from you. I don't want to hear anything from you. Go get dressed. Go get dressed." I so happened to call one of the person I was attacking with Victor Singh, the woman that I made peace with. I call her.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Miss Jen Apu. She said it's okay to call her name. I called her and I begged her. I said, "This cybercrime girl is by me." She said, "Let me talk to her." I put her on the phone. The woman tried to explain to her the circumstance that this guy was doing to my daughter and everyone else. She said, "I don't want to hear anything from you. I don't want to hear anything from you." She started talking to a colleague pig and all kind of thing, nasty, degrading comments,
Wow.
right? And you have time to waste and all kinds of nasty things. So I said, "Okay." Remember, Mr. Sherrod, she never told me I was going on bail to walk with any money because I had money to walk with. She said, get dressed, get dressed. I never changed in the 40 something years of my life in front of my mother, who is 62, my 5-year-old daughter, even sometimes even my child father. I never changed in front of any one of them. I have to do it in the front of a total stranger for a crime I never committed. I was repping for my 5-year-old daughter that this man was putting Belangi in her mouth.
Wow.
And captioning
Wow.
pictures
And a
of Baba Baba with
policewoman
my daughter.
wants you to dress in front
Yes,
of her. Charging you
yes.
for what crime? Or detaining you for what crime? Arresting you for what crime?
I don't know, Mr. Sherrod. I don't know.
So she comes at your
He
house,
took,
barges in,
yeah.
push you in your
Mm-hmm,
bedroom. You got to dress in front of her. What happens next,
mm-hmm.
Sally?
Good. She took me to Albertown Station. I said, ma'am, before you go anywhere, I made a report on this said individual in the car because we were in the vehicle with him. She said, okay, we can go to Albertown Station. Went to Albertown. The all happened so the officer that took my statement, sorry, my report on Sunday was there. She said, ma'am, you're plain clothes. She said, yes, I'm from cybercrime, from Diamond. She said, I'm charging this woman. Search and found, signed the book, nothing was found on you. Um, I'm charging this woman, taking her to Diamond Station. I said, the officer said, ma'am, this woman made a report on this said individual Sunday that he came into her premises. Well, I'm taking her to Diamond. I'm taking her, police and arrest and taking her to Diamond. In that haggish tone of voice,
Wow.
Jumping back to his car. Say, ma'am, open your phone and your tablet. I need to take the devices to Ivlery. I did so. Well, while this said individual, this big PPP activist, had his phone to leverage, to do whatever he wants to do with him, on him, told me that his device were already lodged. When I get the final from one set person that's working at the cybercrime, his phone was never lodged there.
Wow.
And all devices have to lodge at cybercrime Ivlery.
So
his phone was never lodged there. He can't say if it's lodged at Diamond. Then I get to find out no phone can be lodged at Diamond Station. They all have to come to the main headquarters, which is Ivlery.
Sally, so you're at the Alberton police station.
Good.
All this is happening. Take us from there.
Okay, so we went to Ivlery. She went in the room with the two inspector, and I don't know what was transpired in there, what they talk, whatever. I give them my two device and I left. I said, there's fake account, yes, but there's nothing on it. Right? I said, I'll give you my phone because when I cleaned everything that I was a target, people I made peace. So he's trying to get at me. So I said, okay, you can have my phone and my tablet. I left it there. And then we went to Diamond Station. When we were at Diamond Station, all in the car, this woman never said to me I was going on bail. Never.
Who else is in the car with you?
The said individual that came into the country, the activist, the PPP activist that came into the country, he was driving the vehicle.
The policeman, the man who's making the accusation, driving the police with you in the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And another individual with a black and white and Amerindian guy, well, he was outside when she barged into my home. And
he was in the vehicle too? Transporting you to Ivlery, then to Diamond?
Yes, sir. So while we were there, she never said anything. I said, ma'am, I didn't walk with any money to get home back or anything because the woman was so haggish. She was a pig. So when we went there now, she said, disgusting thing, like nasty thing. These people that you're picking up for don't have time for you. They wouldn't even come and bail you because when I put you on bail and the money where you got to pay, bet you can't find it and they won't come and bail you. Right?
Wow.
I sit there and take all
the police telling you this?
Yes.
What does she mean by these people in your mind? What does she mean by these people who you're picking up for?
She mean like the said woman like Jen Apro and other people that he was cursing and targeting. They wouldn't have time with me. So The same woman, Jen April, she called that station at 5:30. She was crying on the phone, right?
This is
She
the
said,
Diamond Station.
this is the Diamond Station. She called direct to the station phone. I said, Jen. So before that, the police officer, the corporal, let me emphasize, she was a corporal. She sat there and she making all her nasty statement. Ma'am, would you ready to give your statement? You give your statement or not? That was her tone of voice. I said, yes, by rights, that's my rights, right? She said, yes. So I give my statement. Who is this person and whatever? I show her, I said, ma'am, this guy is lying to you. I have a count that this guy confessed that he's the same individual. I have conversation. This guy telling me he's coming to the country and everything. He messaged me and threatened me he's coming into the country. He sent two Yawari for knock down my door and all kind of things. How the Yawari from Rumfeld coming for me. How my aunt in Ocala said I skin up and I push out a Yawari. And things like that. He just texting me saying, right? I said, ma'am, just let me present my facts to you. I don't have time with that. You will have to show your people them that. I said, okay. She said, tomorrow, mind you, Mr. Sheriff, tomorrow when you pick up your devices, you will go and make your report at Brick Dam. So I said, okay, no problem. She said, I said, ma'am, can I sign a recognition form because I don't have the bail money on me here. I'm not going anywhere. You have all the information with me and stuff already. She said, no. She walked almost 1 mile away from the station before she made two phone calls while I was sitting on the bench. So when she made a phone call, she came back. This woman is placed on $20,000 bail. And if she don't find the bail money, welfare can come and take away her child and she will go to Timiri tonight to sleep. That's her tone of voice and that's what she said to the police guys that were there. Anyway, I sit on the bench. That same time, the woman, Jen Apple, she called and she was crying on the phone. She said, don't worry. I'm going to send the money. I'm going to get you out of there. She said,
Sally,
she said,
hold a sec for me. Because it has occurred to me, Sally, that you said you have a 5-year-old daughter, right?
Yes.
Where is your daughter all this time?
She was with me.
Your daughter was with you at the station?
Yes.
Ivleri, Albertong, Ivleri, Diamond?
Yeah, all through it. My mom is very sick, so she was home at Good Hope. I begged her, I said, and this is why she said what she said, Mr. Sheriff, that the welfare is going to come and take away my child if I don't find the money to pay the bill. I said, what are you charging me for? Represented for my 5-year-old daughter on Inzamam Emma Kong, that this said individual posting the greatest stuff of my daughter and
Put
me.
your daughter
and I
photograph
can't rep
up.
for my child.
Put a balanja in her mouth.
Yes.
And says a Granger mistake.
Yeah, Granger little mistake.
Yeah. Wow.
And I'm repping, and somebody snapped the comment if I comment back and post with you, child. Oh, so you could fly into Guyana. The citizens of Guyana don't matter to the government or the police force. Somebody can fly in the country, degrade you on Facebook, and it's okay. It's okay. Is that what happened in this country, man? That you can't rep? Where's your rights? I didn't know that my rights is being deprived by this present administration, the PPP administration.
Wow.
So happened now we were there, my daughter, from 11:30, mind you, to about 7:30 in the night.
11:30
my daughter
a.m.
didn't have a
11:30
in the
a.m.
morning. Didn't have a drop of water to drink. I didn't even check the time. It's when I come home and I called Jen. She said, from so long you went? I said, yes. She said, I said, it was 2 o'clock. She said, no, it is around 11:30. This thing happened. I said, my gosh, I didn't even know the time. I was so confused because the iPads that happened to me. You can't even believe that the iPads take you. So at 7:30, I called one of my good friends and he came and he got the money and he bailed me out. He paid them the money. And an officer said something to him when he was there. He said, this girl, right? He tried to use this girl to bring down other people. This girl would be the only one to bring him down with all the rest of other people because this girl is going to expose him. That's the individual he's talking about that claims he's a PPP activist or he is a PPP activist. So when we got home, no, before all of this happened, when I was sitting on the bench, Mr. Sherrod, the said individual came into the compound at 5:30. She left me with her nasty comments. You get one child, I got three to pick up from daycare. So you try there. I don't have time with you. And she left and she went to the side upstairs. I have a step at Diamond Station at the back. The policewoman.
Wow.
The guy came in with a black vehicle, drive at the back. I confronted her, Mr. Sherrod, in front of an inspector at Ivlery, the cybercrime, and she was upset about it. He came into the back of the vehicle, and I don't know who he picked up because the back of the vehicle was tinted. His glass in front wasn't tinted. Me and his eye made four at 5:30 in the afternoon. When he came out, 1 hour after, he put up a post. I have a very good friend in America who assists me. And he put up, Baga Baga Danella Johnson, please go and bail your friend. How would this fake account that he said he don't know about post that exact information? Nobody didn't know except me and this girl and a guy who was in the country that I needed bail money. No, I was put on bail. Tell me off, Mr. MP.
Wow.
On the said fake account.
Wow.
And they were laughing. So I went back 2 weeks. I keep running to Ivlery, giving them the information they need. I said, look, this is the same person. He's messaging me. I have conversation with him with his real account. He put me up, which I'll be suing him, Mr. Sherrod. I have to get a lawyer to sue his guy and show him that Guyanese, you don't play with them. I'm a citizen of Guyana by birth.
Wow.
Put me up how he supported me for over 2 years with rent, phone, tablet, grocery. I told him, I said, I hope you have all the receipts because you will need them. It will come in handy for you because you will have to present one of my rent receipts or I asked you to pay my rent. Loud and proud on his victim page and his main account and everything. I'm on there.
So Sally, you were bailed from the police station at Diamond, right? What has happened since then?
Nothing. I went to the police complaint authority. I even called the office of the president. I won't lie to you, MP, because I was confused. I called everybody to do an interview. I sent them numerous pictures with him posting up with my sister, my mother, my daughter, my child father, and all these other victims overseas that he's been targeting.
It's amazing what this government calls a cybercrime. Because like some things are not cybercrime and some other things, you know, if I call somebody a fool on social media, they're emotionally distressed and that's cybercrime. But people can post your family, post your 5-year-old daughter with things in her mouth, harass you, post your mother and all kinds. But that's not cybercrime.
No, that's not cybercrime. And I don't have evidence to prove that this is a set individual. What more evidence does cybercrime and Ivlery wants when I'm giving you everything?
But
run their back. Run their back. Let him get this off of your phone because you will need the main account that he's using, that you saw is active. I said, what else you guys need? The same picture the man is posting on his real account, he's using on a fake account.
But
what more evidence you need?
Sally, it boggles the mind that if you made a comment on a fake account, why is this particular individual bringing police at your house?
Exactly. He said somebody sent him the snap. He's lying. Well, then check your phone. His phone is wiped clean because one of the inspectors there said to search his phone and nothing is on his phone. Well, y'all gave him time. Y'all didn't run into his room at Princess. No.
But I'm wondering still, Sally, where is the crime committed? Because if this person, I'm just stretching all of this. If this person was overseas, you made a comment, they're overseas, they're upset about this comment. What the Guyana police force got to do with her?
I don't know. Well, it's not friends. MP
Well,
Duncan is
yeah.
not
I
friends.
think you hit the nail on the head, Sally. I think
Yes,
you hit the nail on the
friends.
head.
Yeah, friends and cohorts, as you call them.
And you said that
You
this
know,
person was seen recently photographed with Irfan Ali and Clifton
and
Hickens.
Hickens.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Wow.
I was so confused. I cried almost for 1 week for my daughter. For see, I have to run with her. I begged them for my phone. They weren't releasing my phone. Even the next day when she said it's okay to go collect your phone, they weren't giving me my phone because there were evidence in there to nail this SOB.
Hmm. No, you can say there is we below the belt. We below the belt, Sally. Sally, what do you want? What are you looking for in all of this? They got hundreds of Guyanese people at home and abroad listening to you now. What are you asking for
I
in
need
all of
justice.
this?
I need justice. I need that police that came into my house without a warrant. She should be fired from her job.
Mhm. Hey, Kins, I
That's
hope you're
what I
hearing.
need.
And
But
what
this
about this
is
other
I
fella?
pass.
What about this other
And he
fella?
should be charged too for
Mhm.
defamation of character. This guy is wrong. You never supported me. Show me my rent receipts. And you putting up loud and proud on the internet that you supported me with different people. You crazy? You buy phone for me. Where's the receipt for these damn devices? Where's the
Sally,
grocery
this is
bill?
strange because I haven't heard you call a particular name, but I see like 99% on persons on this live calling one name, one demon they call
That is a demon.
it. Same
And
demon.
Mr. Rickford Burke picture is on the set.
Same demon. All right.
Yeah,
Same demon. We were
the
asking the
same fake
question
account.
on a separate program. We were asking people, why is it that a certain kind of character seem to find a home with the PPP? Nastiness, right? All you're trying to do is live
Very
a decent life
dirty.
and you're being harassed.
Yeah, because I wanted to make peace with these people I was attacking, and it was wrong
That you
because
were
I
asked to
don't know these
attack.
people then. Because you failed to do his dirty, wicked, stinking deeds.
Yep. Sally, we're happy you made peace. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. You must be able to live
Yes,
with yourself and with your conscience based on what
yes,
you do. And I think that is important. And, I
yes,
believe in the larger scope of things. There's a God. There's a God.
yes, there is.
There's
There
a
is
God.
a God.
There's a God.
Because I know the individual MP Duncan. I
Mhm.
know him. We were all in the group. How can you say that you don't know this accountant? You don't know this
Mhm.
person, but you were friends with this person with the same fake account? What more the police need?
Mhm. Sally, you're talking about that, and you said that you're in a group and information used to share. Tell us about these PPP groups and how they operate in this context.
Well, he had his own private group. He
Hmm.
had his own private group where he accolade his kind of people them,
Hmm.
like to target other people that he's having problem with.
Hmm.
And he deal with PPP, he deal with some really big guys too, like really up there people. He
Hmm.
posts some of them on his page and cursing them. Every AFC member,
Hmm.
APNU member, he would target them nasty thing.
So
And
he
his
would
words
post, he would
is
post, he would send to this group like photographs and tell you what to do.
yes, he would send the photograph to me in my messenger,
Hmm.
my private away from the group. And he said,
Hmm.
wouldn't don't text it in the group.
Hmm.
Text it in my messenger. Don't
Hmm.
text whatever you want in. I have all that information with Luna McKenzie and in his mom account.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
with his real name, Victor Singh,
Hmm.
where he cuss and say, F them that my government is in power now. I
Wow.
have that with his real name.
Wow. A number.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. I hope, and not that I hope, I know there are other folks like Sally out there, and I hope you'd come forward. If you want a platform to speak your piece, because at the end of the day, like Sally, you got to be able to live with yourself. And Sally definitely wants to come away from this kind of foolishness. And here she's being harassed. She's being harassed as a citizen, and the police aiding and abetting in that, and that is unlawful. And she's being harassed. So I hope when this comes to the hearing of Clifton Hickens and all the other folks, the ministers who were listening to this, that Sally can get justice. Because we talk about justice and rule of law and good governance and transparency and accountability and all that, right? But it seems to be elusive to folks like Sally who just want peace. Just want peace.
Mr. Duncan,
Go right ahead,
how can
Sally.
a person flying from another country and terrorize a Guyanese citizen?
Yeah.
Is that what this
Using the
government is
police.
allowing?
Using the police
And
too.
using the police by the helm of the hands?
Very interesting.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good question to
And
ask.
throwing it back loud and proud in your face that that I'm posting with him on East today. There's nothing you could do. Really? Then for my vote, my rights doesn't count. So yeah, don't come wrong election time for my votes and my anything from me and my family.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If this is how you treat people.
Yep. Sally, what do you want to say as we wrap up finally to the hundreds of folks who are listening to us today?
Okay, to all those who are listening, yes, I was a victim of this said individual. And I need that officer that came into my house, was acting with her bullyism way, to be her badge to be taken away from her, because that was unprofessional. First of all, you don't come into no one's home without an order or a search warrant. I read many occasions where Mudwater, they did with his stuff, they had to get a court order to enter his house premises to seize his items, and I didn't see one of that. So something was played out here, and she need to be fired from her position. And for all those who has been a victim of me in the past, whatever it was, I am very sorry. Right? I made peace, and I hope you guys find your heart to forgive me. And this activist, he should be dealt with accordingly by the laws of Guyana. That you don't do the wrong and feel you're big and bad and you're above the law, Guyana law. No.
Yeah. We hear you, Sally. We hear you. And we hope that you find peace and you move forward in a productive way. Thanks for sharing your story with us today,
Yes.
Sally. Thank you so much.
Thank you to MP Duncan. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have
Bye-bye.
a fantastic rest of the day. Great.
You too.
Folks, that's our program today. That's our program today. And again, I say, if they have other folks who have been aggrieved in this way that Sally has, and I want to thank Sally for the courage, having the courage and the fortitude for sharing her story with us today. If you've been in such a situation, let us know. If you've got people harassing you, you want to share your story with us, please let us know. 627-6963 is the one number we have across our platforms. 627-6963. 627-6963. That's the number. Share your story with us, folks. And all those guys who are listening to us, Vanessa De Silva, Andre Cool, Patricia Kissoon, Giselle Chipper, Whiskey Session, Kanaya Mingo, Rowena, Dolphin. Good to see you folks. Isabella Butters, guys. We encourage you. Share the live stream before you go. Hundreds of you are watching us. Share the live. Smash that emoji button for us and partner with us. Three very important things we always ask you guys to do on this program. It is your partnership, your support, folks, your tangible support that helps us to do these very programs. This is the kind of programs we like doing because it allows you to know when we say wicked, stink, and dirty, what we mean. The wicked, stink, and dirty. Share the live, smash the emoji button, partner with us. Folks, we're available via Zelle, via Cash App, via MMG, PayPal. We're also available via Western Union and MoneyGram. It's your love and support that keeps these programs going. Credible and valid information. That's what we promise you. That's what we keep delivering. Credible, valid information. If you've been enlightened by this program, share the damn live stream. If you got something out of it, some information that is useful, share the damn live stream, smash the emoji button. Partner with us. Pay some power. Puts on the ground. We ain't backing up. Don't come around with funny. We live by we. Guyana Police Force got a lot of work to do. Mr. Hickens, you got a lot of work. You got some rogue elements there. Some people said the woman take pay from Victor. You got a lot of rogue elements there. Pace and power, credible and valid. Love what my sister's saying there. Hamilton, the comments are going by so fast. Pace and power, puts on the Margaret Nelson, rather. She said, below the belt, credible, valid information. That's what we did. We ain't got time for slander nobody. We ain't got time for libel nobody for the sake of doing it. We want propaganda here. Facts. Just the facts. That's all we want. The facts. And again, I want to thank Sally for the courage. Right? The courage. People got something against women, you know. Yeah, notice? Why them boys ain't running up to men? Yeah? Why Victor running up to men? Run up to some strong men. Yeah? Dash your belly, your throat, and your chest. Wake up. Always picking on women. The party got a problem with women. Always picking on women. I want Vic to come for me. Whole pack of crosses. Whole pack of crosses. Somebody say they're cowards, Sean and Alicia. Cowards indeed. Don't come wrong with funny. If Victor come in me ring, let me fight. I'd make an exception for you. I'd make an exception for you, Victor. And go quietly and sit down by Brick Dam. I'd make an exception for you. Don't come wrong with funny. Valid, credible information. That's all you know wrong with. If I had told you that, some of you would say, hey, propaganda, here the making up thing. I wanted Sally to speak for herself. Sally spoke to us. I said, Sally, you willing to come on and talk and speak your piece? She said, sure. We ain't coerce her, we ain't peer, we ain't bullish her. Sally, you willing to come on? The mic is yours. The mic is yours. If you've been bullied in a similar fashion by these jagabats, trench crappos, tadpoles, and cricketers, Karen Crow and Jumbie birds, you on the platform, you on the mic, it's you on. Right? And they go out there and they talk about justice and rule of law and accountability. And you're harassing people, criminally harassing people. That's the country we want to live. Right? If you're nasty and you got money, you're still nasty. You're just nasty with money. They don't change nothing. Right? If you're an abuser and you just kick up your daughter, stamp she, buck she, beat she with a belt, you're still nasty. Make it what house you got, what property, what land, what car, make it what you alone, you're still nasty and you can't see God's face. That being said, folks, smash the emoji button. Share the damn live stream. Partner with us. One number we got across the platform, 627-6963. Y'all can come around with funny. Partner with us. You can WhatsApp us there. We'll tell you how. You want to come? You got a story similar to Sally's you want to share with us? Let us know. 627-6963. Why these people of this ilk find a home with the PPP? Nasty. Well, if they're nasty and they're comfortable, well, then them boys got to be nasty too. Folks, I want you to have a great rest of the weekend. We got a couple hours left in today's Sunday, and I want you guys to go out there, be gentle with yourselves, spend some time with your family. Right? It's 24th day, the 24th day of April. It's moving, folks. We got to pick up the pace. You're following some dreams. You're following some aspirations. You're fleshing out some plans. Pick up the pace, folks. Pick up the pace. Right? We're almost down to mid-year. We're right there. April, May, June. Mid-year right there. Then you got to reassess how far you've come. Pick up the pace. All right? Sally, don't let folks like Victor hold you back. Pick up the pace, Sally. She means well. She means well. If you could look back and say, no, why doing his wrong? I want to another a new leaf. I can stand behind you. I can stand behind you. If you say, I finished with this nonsense. It's traffic. Victor trying for traffic, Sally, bullying she. And we got to defend people like that. We got to defend folks like that. All right. Thanks for joining us, folks. That's our time. That's our program. Smash the emoji button, guys. Share the damn live stream. Partner with us. We are rooting for you guys for this week, that you guys have a productive week. Pace and power. We've fired up. Ready for the new week, guys. We're going to hit the ground running. That's our time. That's our program. See you guys soon. Stay safe. Back with you tomorrow morning with FYI at 8. Back with you guys. Pace and power. Stay safe, guys. Have a great rest of the weekend.